Local mother is making a difference at hospitals here in the Rogue Valley and hopefully throughout the state of Oregon.
News 10's Molly Trotter shares her story.
Nothing is stronger than the bond between a mother and child. A local mom is making strides throughout the state in honor of her son. Lindsey Lahr's son, Caleb, was born with congenital heart disease 2.5 years ago at Three Rivers Hospital in Grants Pass.
Throughout the day, it was actually my mom who noticed that he was breathing fast.
Caleb's condition deprived him of oxygen for hours until a pulse ox reading hours later showed something was seriously wrong. Pulse ox tests reveal how much oxygen is in a baby's blood.
They couldn't give him enough oxygen. His body wasn't receiving the oxygen. And when they saw the chest x-ray, his heart had swollen into his chest. And so they weren't sure if he would make it.
If Caleb had the test sooner, his condition would have been far less severe.
For the first year of Caleb's life, we've been told several times that he wouldn't make it.
So Lahr decided she wanted to make a permanent change by creating a bill.
After a battle with Caleb and his heart condition, we just decided that we didn't want any other child to go through what we had been through. So Caleb was my inspiration for creating this law. The name of the law will be Pulse Ox Oregon.
If the bill passes, it will require Oregon hospitals to do a mandatory pulse ox screening on newborns. Her passion leading her to the Capitol in Salem to share her story.
And they could barely give him enough air to keep him alive.
Hoping to bring awareness and gain as much support as she can. Several representatives standing behind Lahr's push for pulse ox screenings to become mandatory in Oregon hospitals.
Well, it'll make a difference in the process for screening newborns, but it'll also make a very significant difference for a number of parents that will find their child has heart disease problems that can be dealt with.
This particular bill standing out to representatives like Mitch Greenlick.
We deal with more than 100 bills a year. Some of them I support and some of them I don't. I think this is just a critical issue in terms of the tragedies that emerge that can be averted by early screening of newborns.
Representatives like Wally Hicks saying this law is a no-brainer.
It is a simple, inexpensive test that makes medical sense and has a great possibility of saving lives.
Hicks says this bill process has moved along quite quickly.
I'm very encouraged by how early this bill has managed to get to this point and how far it's gotten in this short period of time.
The bill's headway is all because of Lahr's story and persistence with the legislature.
Lindsey has made all the difference. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. She is truly, this is the embodiment of citizen involvement in the legislative process right here.
The pulse ox test would cost up to $10 per test, but could save thousands of dollars for families and years of heartache like the Lahrs had. Covering your news in Salem, Molly Trotter, News 10.
The bill has been filed with both the House and the Senate in Salem.